Hello. What's happening, guys? Right, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. Wait to see if anyone logs in. And then we'll get cracking. Week 3, baby. Week 3. We're into it. Most intense week of training. So, this is the money round. If you haven't already, those of you logging in, question and answer, guys. All I'm going to do for the next 20 minutes is just answer any questions you have on the program. Okay? Anything in terms of the training, anything to do with nutrition, anything to do with hydration, okay? Recovery, anything, all right? If you're logging in and you're like, what's this guy on about? What's he talking about? Where have you been for the last 3 weeks? Okay, so what I want you to do, if you haven't already, is get signed up to my program. On the 27th of this month, we're going to be doing the Dubai run. Okay, it's a little bit different to where we've been at the last few years. All right, in the past, we've had 70,000 people last year running down Shakeside Road. This year, we want even more people to take part. All right, it's just going to be a little bit different. All right, you're going to pick your venue, all right? You're gonna pick your distance. If you've signed up, you're gonna be doing a 10K with me, but we've also got 2K, 5K, all right? And like I said, 10K with me. On the 27th, we're all gonna get out on the streets and we're gonna run our own race, all right? You don't have to be an elite runner. You can walk it, you can jog it. If you're going for a PB, no problemo, all right? But we want as many people involved as possible. Okay, so how you're going to do this, all I want you to do is, if you go on to www.dubairun.com, all right, and then sign up, register for my program. Like I said, we're on week 3 at the moment, but if you want to get involved, no problem, all right, it's pretty straightforward. This is the most intense week, all right, so I need you to double up on your recovery this week. It's going to be a little bit tough, but for those of you who are new to running, next week, okay, we're going to be winding down a little bit, okay, making it a little bit easier, all right, so all the hard work's going to be done this week, all right, and then next week's just going to be a big celebration, all right, go and run your first 10K or go and smash a PB, all right, so all I'm going to do for the next few minutes is ask as many questions as you want. Like I said, it's week 3, intensity week, all right? It's gonna be tough, all right? So I need you to double down on your recovery. Recovery is gonna be so important. So you wanna look at your recovery. So things like foam rolling, all right? By now, you should have a bit of a routine in terms of your stretching, all right? Some of my, on my program, if you look, it refers back to the Nike Run Club app. We've got plenty of yoga and stretching applications on there. It's really straightforward. They're all audio guided, so you can have a look. They'll give you video demonstrations. All right, stretching is now becoming important. You don't want to have done all this training, all right, and then get a niggly little injury, pick up an injury, and then for the next few weeks, you're going to end up back to square one. So recovery, don't start stretching when things start hurting, right? You got to think of it as maintenance, all right? Just like brushing your teeth every morning, all right? Think about 10, 15 minutes at least a day, stretching, foam rolling, all right? Your sleep's going to be more important now than ever, all right? 2 seconds, but just let me finish and I'll get back to you on that straight away. So, sleep. You need to nail down your sleep now. This is where you're gonna get all your recovery. All right. So every day this week, your runs are getting more and more intense. All right, leading up to a 9K long run. So what you want to be doing, 7 to 8 hours, but concentrate on the quality of your sleep. All right. No, on your phone, on your computer, you want to limit blue light in the evenings before you go to bed. Limit caffeine after about 2 o'clock. All right, because even if you're getting your 7 or 8 hours, if you're not getting your quality sleep, you're not going to come back fully recovered the next day, and then it's going to affect your performance. So you want to have a look at that. Let's have a look. Do we use the Run Club app on the 27th? So you can by all means, you can use the Nike Run Club app to track your own run. You haven't necessarily got to use the app, but it's a good way. It's a good way of tracking your run. It's going to give you your pace. It's going to give you your time at the end of the day. And obviously, if it is your first 10K run, you'll be able to then use that as your benchmark. Okay, so in the future, when you run your 10Ks, you'll have that time there in a previous run. All right, it tracks all your runs for you, and then in the future you can obviously, you want to try and improve on that 10K time, obviously, and then try and beat that. So yeah, definitely I would use the app if you can. A lot of my for example, when we got day 4 this week, so the Headspace run is going to be on the Nike Run Club app. So if you haven't got the Nike Run Club app, obviously you're going to struggle with this program because a lot of it does refer back to the app. So yeah, get it downloaded. It's really, really good. Like I said, it does past this the 28-day program. Then you will also have be able to keep track of all your progress. All right, as you progress over the months and years. And you can also join in different activities. And like I said, there's plenty on there to do with with your recovery. Plenty of yoga, plenty of different mind space, headspace runs. So if you look into that type of thing to try and clear your head, perfect. All right. So any questions? Anyone got any questions regarding the program this week? Anything to do with, what's up, Claire? Anything to do with the program? Like I said, fire away any questions. By now, you're obviously week 3, so you should be journaling your food, hopefully. You should start to have an idea of what food's working for you, what food's not. All right? There's no point me sitting here and giving you a plan of what to eat. I often hear, like, what can I eat? What do I need to eat before the run? What do I need to eat after the run? Obviously, everyone's digestive system is different. Everyone's individual diet plan is going to be different, okay, with different goals. So what I would say is definitely try different foods now. You should, you make me run fast there. You're fast enough, love. Yeah, so going back to that, by now, journal your food, see what works for you, try different things. If you're halfway through a run and you're struggling to digest that food, you're getting cramps, stitches, etc., then you just put it in your journal. You know, next time, either you need to eat a few hours before, or maybe that particular food doesn't work with you. So yeah, journal your food. Also journal your training. Start to know when you're feeling good, when you're feeling bad. Like I said, recovery. On days you're really, really feeling terrible, okay? Maybe you've had a stressful week and you're on the program. It doesn't hurt to take a rest day, okay? Listen to your body. You know your body better than anyone else, okay? It's all good having a plan to follow, but if you're feeling terrible, all right, just take a day off, okay? Come back the next day, you'll feel stronger. Yes, brother. All the way out in India. Love it. Oh, cheers, Dal. Yeah, so journal your food. Definitely, that's a big thing. I would say this week especially, get used to being comfortable being uncomfortable. It's not, you're gonna have some intense runs, but you also want to couple that with some easy runs. I would say the biggest mistake with running, and I know for a fact I used to do the same thing, every run I go out 110%, okay? Hammer it as quick as you could, try and get that run done as quick as you could. There's only so much your central nervous system, your body can take. All right, you may feel good for a few runs and then you're gonna crash. So you need to have that mix of intensity, all right? Some days you're gonna be having your easy runs, as you can see from the program. Some days are easy runs. So you're running, you're trying to keep a lower heart rate, and then what we're trying to do then, excuse me, with your tempo and your speed runs, is try and build that engine. All right, so you get used to running at a quicker speed, and then given time, what you'll find is when you add into your longer runs, all right, you'll just find you naturally be able to run a longer distance at a better pace. So yeah, definitely I would say concentrate. That's what the program's for. Try not to go away from the program too much, even if you're feeling good. All right, if you're feeling great, try not to push too much of intensity on your easy days, because what you'll find the next day or even 2 to 3 days later, it'll come back and haunt you. All right, so yeah, I would say definitely stick to the program, and you'll be come 27th of July, you'll be ready to rock. Okay, next week we're going to be toning it down slightly. All right, we've got a nice lot of recovery in there. We'll be focusing more on stretching, getting ready for the run on the 27th. Hydration. By now, you should be knowing when your hydration levels. Like I said, 60% of your body is made up of water, so hydration is so important. All right, I would say the easiest way to know if you're hydrated, just when you're having a pee. All right, check the color of it. If it's clear, all right, you're good. If it's starting to different shades of yellow, all right, you're already starting to dehydrate. Once you're in a race and you're dehydrated, it's already too late. All right, so just make sure you're hydrated. You're not going to be, it's not going to be the end of the world in a 10K race, but ongoing, you just want to get used to keeping your hydration levels optimal. All right. It's going to reduce your risk of injury. It's going to aid your recovery. All right, plenty. So yeah, 2 to 3 liters at least a day, I would say, at least. All right, that's just your bare minimum. On days you're out in the sun, especially for those of you, obviously we're in Dubai, we're in a desert. So yeah, just use your brain and get hydrated. What was I going to say? So yeah, this week, like I said, week 3, most intense week. You're gonna have days where you're really questioning. I would say always come back to your why you started doing it in the first place. All right, whether it's you want to run your first 10K, whether you want to run your fastest 10K, or if you just want to be a role model for your kids, etc., etc. All right, just always come back to that why. On the days you feel terrible and you don't want to get out there, like I said, listen to your body. But if it's just you're being lazy, all right, if you're being lazy, then just go back to your why. Ask yourself why you started in the first place. And yeah, it'll give you that little kick up the bum to get out, lace your shoes up and get out there. Right guys, anyone got any more questions? Fire any questions through. Anything to do with the program, like I said, anything to do with recovery, anything to do with your hydration. Remember when you're out, when you're doing your training, don't forget to tag the Dubai Fitness Challenge. All right, we're trying to build a lot of hype around this race on the 27th. And don't forget to hashtag Dubai Run. All right, tag me in your posts. I can keep an eye on it, see how you're doing. Chafing. Oh, mate, story of my life. I would say some people go with a little bit of Vaseline just on the inside of the legs. Some people a bit of talcum powder. But other than that, I think given time, your legs just become a little bit used to it. But I know, yeah, I've got fairly big thighs myself, not really made for running there chafing all the time, mate. Right, so yeah, so anyone just fresh coming in, we're into week 3 of week 4. So as of this week, you'll be able to access week number 3. As of next week, then we'll have our final, our number 4. So week number 4 will come up. I'll give you the final week of the program. Obviously, we're getting closer and closer. What are we today? We're the 16th. So only 11 days left till the race. Like I said, I've got a lot of people messaging me Unfortunately, we're not going to be running as a race this year like we did last year. It's going to be, we're going to be doing it individually. It'll be a virtual run, so you'll be running your own race. Okay, you can pick your location, pick your time you're doing it. All right, like I said, all I want you to do is just tag us, and really get a hype around this run. COVID may be about still, but what do we do? Do we just sit back and feel sorry for ourselves, or we try and kick it in the ass and go out and try and get on with it? You know, try and get involved. Like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily be my run, the 10K. You can be doing a 5K, or there's a 2K as well. If you're just tuned in and you've never ever run before, all right, all I would say, it doesn't matter. Even if you can go out and walk 2K with the family, you know, it's a start. Who knows, then next year you progress to 5K and then eventually to 10K. We all start somewhere, all right? Well, all we're trying to do is to keep everybody active, all right? Keep everybody moving, and then hopefully come 27th, like I said, big hype around this run. Get as many people as we can moving and running, and then next year, fingers crossed, we can get back out on the streets and get going again. What was it? What did I want to finish? So I would say one last thing before I go. This is one of the biggest mistakes I think I see all the time. It's just be your own competition. Don't worry about going on social media and seeing someone running a PB like twice as quick as yourself. All right, everybody starts somewhere. Usain Bolt, Mo Farah, they all started somewhere. All right, you don't compare yourself to anyone else. Just run your own race, all right, and give yourself a little benchmark, and then ongoing, what you'll find is then you can just keep trying to progress yourself. All right, I've done it myself. Just get caught up with other people's Instagram, and think you're not good enough. But like I said, just keep at it, keep working at it. 100%, if you keep the consistency of it, you're going to improve, you're going to get better. So just stick at it and just run your own race. Okay, don't concentrate on anyone but yourself. Cool. Right, guys, so just leaving there. Any more questions before I do one? No, I think we're all good. Right, so 27th, all right, virtual run. We got week 4 coming up. If you want to download the program, www.dubairun.com, and then get your ass in gear, get on my program. And like I said, if you've got anyone who's being a bit lazy at the moment, all right, tag them in any of my posts, and we'll get going, get them moving as well. All right, cool. Take care, guys. Much love. Send me a message if you need anything regarding the program. Like I said, I'm here. Hydration, recovery, about the program. I'm here to help. Cool. See ya.